much as I guess, you know, a boy would, you know, but, you know, Australia was just opened up for me.
Can you tell us about the Australia that you grew up in? What was the country like at the time?
Well, it's still like it is. It's empty. There is not much there. I remember, you know, when in '59 we moved from Melbourne, Croydon in Victoria, up to Collarenebri, and at that particular stage, we had to go through Ballarat and Bendigo. Now, these are the areas, the gold rush areas of Victoria and Australia there, where, you know, I suppose the kernel, the origins of Australian socialism sort of came about, you know, with the gold miners' strikes and all this. It's Ned Kelly country, it's all that kind of stuff. So we had to move through there. It was really like I suppose, a grapes of wrath kind of movement, because we had a 5-ton Dodge truck, which was nicknamed Esmeralda. On the back was placed a small dog box, and my father and 4 children were in there with an old linotype printing press on the back, and we had to make that, it's around about 1,700 miles all the way through the middle of Victoria, all the way up the side of New South Wales, through Hay and then up towards Collarenebri, which is in the northwest corner. Now, we made that. My mother wasn't there because she was back in Melbourne, in Croydon, in the hospital, because she had given birth to my brother Kevin, who was born with only 1 kidney. And in those days, that was a death sentence, basically, you know, and he never pulled through, and so he only lasted for 3 weeks. So my mother stayed to bury my brother and mind the youngest, Tim, of the family, and all the rest did this huge journey. Now, that journey took us 10 days, nearly 2 weeks in this old truck as we moved away. And by the time we got to Collarenebri, the house that came with the printing press had burnt down. So we arrived there, had to live in this old truck for a little, you know, for 2 more nights until we found shanty type houses. And that first house I remember in Collarenebri, dirt floor in the kitchen, and there's a sort of like a gap about, yay much, about, you know, 6 inches to the back of the house, and it was there so that the air could go through and cool it, but the dirt floor kitchen. And that Australian convention of bullnose iron, the corrugated iron that bends over the front, and when the rain comes, well, once a year, the noise is incredible. But snakes also used to hide under the cool part of the back of the house and would come out at night time. So you were encouraged not to get out of bed at night. It's always a good thing for kids. Stay in bed, and you stay there all night, no problems. So it's a very different kind of land, a different kind of upbringing, I suppose, from a lot of others. But that's